How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So it's September 30th, the last day of September. Tomorrow's opening day of buck season, so this is basically my last check on my cameras. We're just outside of Sweet Home, Oregon. It's the beginning of the 2022 season. Finally got some rain out here in the fall. It has been a really dry summer. We've had fire danger, obviously. So it's grouse season. So I always bring my 12 gauge. This is a 12 gauge Supernova pump, holds 3, just in case I see a grouse. So I'm gonna hike up in here and check my cameras and see what I've been seeing on those things. So far up here I've only seen 6 doe and I've seen 1 cow elk. Still not bad. I know that there's stuff in the area. I've got some buck rubs that I've been checking out, and let's get up in there and see what we see on the cameras. I'm gonna show you a couple of shots, basically be quiet up in here, but you'll at least get to see why I chose this area and get to see some of the territory I'm hunting. Nice cold morning, about 60 degrees. Rain in the past 3 days. Let's do it. So we're standing where I seen the elk about a week out. About a week ago I had a cow elk standing right there on the edge of the road. Just walking down this. So I did some investigating. Right next to this repod up here is just completely destroyed. There's definitely been a herd of elk just kind of moseying through here. And then only about 5 seconds ago, right at the corner up there, about a quarter mile down, there was 5 pretty good sized turkeys. So I'll definitely be up here. I've seen those turkeys almost every time I've come up here. Right at the bottom of this little draw here, there's a creek running through. We're only about half mile from my first camera, so we'll see what's on it. This is definitely a good area right here. Lots of activity. So we came over the rise. There's those turkeys in the distance. There they go. Woo. Looks like they got 4 young ones. 2 full grown. I don't see a tom with them, just 2 old hens. So right here is one of the trails I've been watching. Got my camera set up right there. Definitely wide enough that elk have been coming through here. I got 3 doe heading up that trail right there. And this follows the creek right there up all the way. So let's take a look at our camera and see what we got here. So it looks like we just have a doe with her fawn. That's a good sign, seeing a fawn in the area. There's definitely been a buck in the area, obviously. So we'll be grabbing this camera, moving it on down the road. All I've seen is 5 doe come through this trail. Stupid, my card reader doesn't work, so I gotta pack my laptop out here every time. But we're gonna go ahead and grab this camera. We're gonna move it down the road farther. Alright, here we are at camera number 2. It's a really nice creek running right through there. This looks like a pretty chunked up path. There's absolutely animals using it. I was hoping to find something. Plenty of spots for a tree stand and a decent shot if I see anything. Got the camera sitting right here pointed up the trail. We'll take a look at this one and see if we got anything on it. Alright, so we've got this doe coming through here. I thought it was smelling me and getting all sketched out. Video number 2, same doe. But check this thing out, dude. This thing's a tank. Look at the size of that black bear. He just coming on through here. That was 8 o'clock last night. 27th. Yeah, that was literally less than 12 hours ago. We got this pretty good sized guy coming through here. That's pretty cool. Look at this guy. I was expecting a cougar, so far in this area I've got 1 cow elk, black bear, 8 doe, and then 1 fawn. So it's pretty cool. I have my bear tag, but I don't think I'd shoot one. I mean, I shoot things I eat only. and I've heard bear's good, but personally I just probably get a good picture of it, dude, and let him move on. So that's super cool to see the bear. We got one more camera to check. I'm probably gonna set this one back up here, dude, and watch and see how often he comes through here. Alright, we're coming up to the area for the last camera to check. This is a very well used path. I don't know what the bear being in the area means for deer activity. I still see deer in the same camera, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. So kind of the reason I chose to hunt this spot right here. Quite a few spots I can get a long shot, even though it's brushy. Right over there is a nice open clearing for them to go dry off in the morning. Right down here, a creek runs less than 1/8 of a mile down that way is the game trail that I just seen the black bear on. Even though these roads, people drive on them, who cares? This right here is nothing but wilderness for, I'd say, 1.5 miles. Finding your game camera, if you don't drop a pin, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I think this is where it's at. We're gonna get up in here and take a look at it. This trail's definitely been used recently. I can't remember if it's this trail or the one down below that I left my camera on. I believe it's this one. So there's the camera. If you look at this area, it just looks really ideal for a deer. I think I'm gonna go down and get a tree stand. Find a nice spot to just sit out here. I hiked up this way and there's another clearing just at the top of that ridge. So let's take a look at this camera and see what's on it. Alright, so there was nothing on that camera. It doesn't mean there's nothing in the area. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my second camera over here. I was kind of checking this area out, and I found a couple trees with some buck rub on them. These are definitely buck rub because they're down lower on the tree. They're not 4 feet off the ground. This looks like a pretty good eating area. There's definitely a few game trails coming through here. So I'm probably just going to throw my camera right there, kind of overlooking this area. This is where I plan on being opening morning, is out here. So we're going to get that camera set up. It's actually a work day. I got to get back and get out of my house. It's like 8:15. Thank God a tow truck's coming today at 9, so I was able to buy myself a little hike out here and scope it out. But hopefully this year's the year that I get that buck, dude. Alright, well that concludes scouting for the year. Tomorrow morning, opening day. I'm a terrible hunter, mainly because I don't scout, I don't shed hunt. I really should, but I just don't have the time during the summer. So I'm going to slap this all together this evening for you guys, and I'll bring some hunting footage of tomorrow.